Hey guys, I'm Richard Bishop. I'm the offensive coordinator, quarterback coach here at Grapevine High School. Today we're going to talk about two important areas that have helped us drastically increase our successful production on Friday night. Number one, tempo. Number two, incorporating run-pass options into your game plan. Getting it right on game night with RPOs and tempo. We're going to talk specifically about neutralizing the conflict player. All right. We're going to go through this agenda, tell you what I'm going to talk about first, philosophy, a little 4-point doctrine, and then we're going to get into the X's and O's, which is tempo, our variety of tempos, how we mix it up, and then our run-pass options, and how we read, how we decide who we read, and take it from there. All right, just a few offensive philosophies. I think this is really important as a staff, that we are, these are closed-fisted ideas that we take daily. All right, we must get this accomplished. All right, number one, score. That's it. Nothing else matters. We just got to score one more point than the other team. All right, we want to score as often and as fast as possible. We want to have that aggressive mentality. All right, we want to be a risk taker. Emphasis on finishing plays. I'm going to talk about this a little later, but we grade finish every day. All right, there's 3 grades on finish: 2 hands, chase, and loaf. All right, we're going to talk about that. Efficiency. All right, we don't want to do anything that wastes time or take away from what we're trying to accomplish. Just be efficient. All right, and we got to have execution and deliberate preparation in order to achieve this. All right, our 4-point offensive doctrine. These are 4 things that are close-fisted ideas that we believe as a staff we have to master in order to make our kids successful on game night. Number 1 is evaluation of personnel. It's our top priority. We cannot be successful if we don't put the kids in the right spot to be successful. As you know, here in high school we cannot recruit, so any guy that walks in the door, that's who we have to play with. So with that being said, we have to tweak our system from year to year, whether it's 10 personnel, 20 personnel, whatever best fits the kids that we have, our best 11 players, we have to tweak our system to fit that personnel. Number 2, tempo. We believe this gives us an advantage, all right, tempo. So in the past 8 to 10 years, we've always just played as fast as we can, all right, as fast as we can. Snap the ball as soon as possible. Well, now we've started incorporating a variety of tempos, whether it be fire alarm, smoke, different things that applies more stress to the defense. We want to wear them out mentally and physically. We want them to feel fatigued during the game where they can't think, or they can't process information fast enough because they're worried about being tired and trying to get off the field. All right. And with that being said, we want to separate the DC and his kids. We don't want a DC that has 30 years of experience standing on the sideline, calling a game and being comfortable. All right, we want to put that responsibility on 15 to 16-year-old kids. We want them to have to make checks. We want them to have to get in the right alignments and make the right call, and on top of that, be where they're supposed to be. Number 3, simplicity and execution. All right, you must be simple. All right, we have to be simple conceptually. All right, we might window dress it, and it might look multiple from within a week, but within over a few weeks, but within a week we are very simple. All right, we want to get lots of reps. All right, get that muscle memory factor. We want it to be second nature to our kids. All right. Attention to detail, stressing the fundamentals, whether it be ball security, blocking, whatever it is, you have to stress the fundamentals. Whatever fundamentals you have in your offense, they have to be stressed. All right, and then obviously no tempo can happen without execution. If we can't get the first down, executing does not happen. Point 4 of our offensive doctrine is run-pass options. We believe that this has made us extremely successful on Friday night based on the looks that we get, because everybody knows in a tempo system that you cannot always call the best play possible. You're just worried about the next play. So run-pass options have afforded us the opportunity to call a play and be right and make the defense wrong most of the time. All right. So we want to focus on neutralizing the conflict player in a run-pass option. In a 3-4 scheme, they're the outside backers and the safety. In a 4-2-5 scheme, it's the weak safety and the nickel. But whoever is trying to play both run and pass and have the best of both worlds, you better have a way to account for them, because you can't account for them in the blocking scheme. All right. They're usually their best players. So with that being said, we want to make sure that we neutralize them. All right. We want to make sure that they're not a factor in the game and beating us on game night. All right. All of this being said, run-pass options dramatically increase our percentage of being successful. All right. If we got a run play called and we didn't tag a pass to it, then they might bring pressure and have 8 in the box, and we got a bad play. We don't have any relief. All right. Why tempo? And most of you tempo guys, this is not groundbreaking. Most of you tempo guys are aware of all of this. If you're not a tempo guy, this is why we tempo. All right. We want to hone in on execution. Like I said before, we want more practice reps. We want practice to be harder than the game night. When they get to Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, we just want it to be, we want it to be easy. Conditioning. We don't condition after practice. All of our running is done in a position-specific drill. We don't condition. We don't line up and run 4 100s after practice. All right. I said that earlier. Games are slower motion. It slows down for them. It's easy. It's clear. They see it because we're constantly making them go in practice. All right. Like I said also before, varying tempo creates confusion and fatigue. We want to divide that DC and his kids. All right. We don't want to allow him to get in a rhythm. Coach Patterson at TCU said it's easy if a guy just goes fast all the time, because I can just get in a rhythm and I know what to expect. I know what's coming. All right. We want to play really fast for 4 or 5 plays. Then we want to change the tempo and make a defensive lineman sit in the stance for 15 seconds. And then we want to play really fast again. All right. We just want to mix and match that to make it as good as possible. All right. We want short, intense practices. And guys get burned out over a 16-week period. All right. So we want to get them on the field, get a bunch of reps in. All right. We want to try to get in a 5-minute segment. We want to try to get 15 plays if possible. We want to get them on the field and off the field, so they don't get burned out and they're excited to play the next day. All right. Here's some principles about our tempo. You must incorporate tempo into all aspects of your program. It can't just be a fast offense and then you go to the weight room in off season and move slowly. Or you can't be fast on offense and go to defense and be slow. You have to be a fast program. All right. Anything that you do, you have to incorporate tempo. All right. You cannot coach on the field. You must coach on film. All right. Coaching on the field is a big no-no. We don't have time. We're trying to get another player in. All right. It's about tempo. All right. How we do that? All right. We're going to coach our scout team kids during film also. We're going to coach them up. We're going to say, hey, you need to align here. This is what you need to do. Give us this look against this. All right. These are our defensive wristbands. Okay. These are the calls for our scout team defense. All right. So this is how this works. All right. If you're an end, obviously it shows you your alignment and it shows you your assignment. Okay. So this is an 11. This is an 11 look up front. All right. With it's a 4-3 look. So if you do not blitz, linebackers do not blitz unless their color is called. Okay. So this really helps us play fast. We don't have to show them a card. We don't have to show them a scout's card and they go get lined up and get set. We just say, hey, play one. And they look down at their wristband and it shows them where to align. All right. Very important aspect of how we get practice reps in. All right. 2 more principles. Like I talked about earlier, grade and finish. All right. 2 hands, chase or loaf. As you can see, this guy down here, this is our flag man. All right. In practice, when the whistle blows, this is how we identify when the play's over. All right. When the whistle blows, he holds the flag up and he waves it. All right. And that's when we stop the film. We stop the film right there. All right. And we see how many white jerseys have 2 hands on somebody, or how many white jerseys are chasing somebody, or if they're just standing there, or if they're walking around, it's a loaf. All right. And we pay for those every day after practice. If we have 15 loafs as an offense that day, we circle up in the end zone. We get our feet running. All right. Allen, 2 loafs. He jogs out to the middle. All right. Does his 2 up downs. The whole team does them. He jogs back, gets in the circle. The next guy comes out. All right. So it's very important that you coach finish. All right. And then this is our game plan template. All right. This allows us, it allows us to give the illusion of complexity. If you watch us through 10 weeks, we look very complex, very multiple. But in actuality, within a week, all right, within a week we are very simple. We're gonna line up and run zone 5 ways 1 week. Might run zone to the field, zone to the boundary, and then zone with a motion, and then zone with a shift. All right, but we are very simple within a week. This allows us to give the illusion of complexity. All right, so now we're going to start talking about our tempos. Stampede tempo is our regular tempo. This is how we just play normal. This is as fast as humanly possible. All right, these are the things that we do to help make sure that happens. All right, the process, eyes to the sideline. The guys got to get their eyes to the sideline as soon as the play is finished to pick up the next call. All right, the O-line has to chase the ball. They have to get down and they have to listen. They have to be ready to go. Get in your stance. Don't wait on the call and then get down. The ball carrier, whoever has the football, must find the official on the near hash and hand it to him. Okay? Get the ball to the official on the near hash. Very important. If you toss the ball and he drops it, that takes an extra 10 seconds for him to bend down, pick it up, and get it placed. Or he might kick it around. You got to get the ball to the official on the near hash, hand it to him. All right? And our goal is to snap the ball with 30 seconds on the play clock. All right, we play on a 40-second play clock, so we want to snap the ball within 10 seconds if we can. Okay, very important. Now we're going to go to how do we teach this? All right, this is we do this every day in practice. All right, this is called tempo drill. All right, we're just going to line up and we're going to run 4 plays as fast as possible. Okay, what you're going to notice here is hopefully some things happening. Okay, number 1, the quarterback's going to hand the ball off and do what immediately? His eyes are to the sideline. All right? His eyes are to the sideline. He's trying to pick up the next play call. All right? O-linemen are running their feet for 5 and then sprinting, chasing the ball. Run your feet for 5 and chase the ball. All right? The running back's got the ball. He's hunting after he gets up. All right? If he got tackled there, after he gets up, he's hunting up the official on the near hash. He wants to hand him the football. All right? We're getting the next play. We're echoing the call. We're moving. We're moving. Okay? Next play's been called. They're getting down. All right. Now, what you got to watch for is this. All right. Your receivers, the faster you play, your receivers start condensing the formation. You got to make sure their alignment's good. All right. Really coach that up. Make sure they're good to go. All right. We got ball being thrown. Receiver catches it, and what's he do? He gets the ball to the official on the near hash. All right. Quarterback's eyes are to the sideline, picking up the next play. O-linemen are running, sprinting to the ball. All right. And as you can tell here, let's see. Let's time it up. There is should be less than 10 seconds in between this play and the next play. So it was on 18. We're right at it. All right. We're right at 10, 11 seconds, snapping the ball again. Ball gets thrown outside. All right. But I'm just going to let this play here, and you can watch. All right, we're going to go 4 plays, 10 yards at a time, score the football. The second group is back here getting ready. They're going to go next. After we score, all right, we want to harp on going to celebrate. Get in the end zone with your teammates. You were a part of it. All right, go finish the drill. They're gonna jog back, and the next group's gonna go. All right. So this is called tempo drill. We do this every day. This is how we incorporate tempo into our offense to start the day off. Okay. What's more important is tempo. Execution, not so much. You can correct execution on the fly, but it's more about snapping it. Get down and get going. Okay. So here's the second group going. They're doing the same thing. Find the ball, find the official on your hash, put the ball down, get lined up. Play's already called. Here we go. We're going again. As you can see, that this receiver here is getting too close to the box. He needs to be out here on the numbers. coach that up. All right. Part 2, all right, another variety of tempo we use are one-word calls. Okay, this is even faster. This is even faster than our stampede, our regular tempo, because it's most of the time it's a static formation. It doesn't have to be. What I mean by static formation is there's no motion. All right, we do use motion in one-word calls, but a one-word call that's all inclusive. It's formation, play, motion, shift, whatever you have involved in that play. It's just one word. All right. So for example, I can just call Tinkerbell. All right. I can just give it a name. All right, but make it a system. Make it fit each other. Make it make sense to the kids. All right. If we didn't have one-word calls, I would have to call 3 right hit, zone left bull. All right. Or I can just say Tinkerbell and everybody knows what to do. So we're able to communicate faster, get the play in faster, get lined up faster. All right, and we're able to play a little bit faster than we would have with just regular tempo. All right. Like I said, use a base menu of plays. Use a base menu of plays that allows the kids simplicity and knowing what to do, all right, and package them together. So let's look at this. All right, I'm going to show you a play here. Okay, I'm going to show you a play here. We call it blend. Okay, it's a B-level read. We're going to get to that in the run pass in a little bit. But however, we have a formation, we have a motion, and we have a play with a run pass tag. So if I were to call that, it would be 5, 6, 7 words long, or I can just say blend. All right, blend encompasses all that. All right. So right here we're going to motion out. All right. And just so you know, this will make sense in a minute, but here's our guy right here. Here's the box cheater. Okay, that's the box cheater. We're going to take care of that guy. Nobody bumps. Nobody bumps. So we throw it out. If he were to move out hard, then we would hand it off to a 5-man box. But now they got a 6-man box. All right, so we're gonna throw it. We throw it out there. We get a positive gain of 9 yards. Okay. So real quick, let me explain this. Receiver blocking on screens, very important. All right, we call it jungle cat. This is how we do it. He's going to come off the ball. All right, if he doesn't have a corner. If that corner was low right there, he would make a push call and we would block man on. Corner's at depth, so now we can cross block it. All right? But he's going to come off the ball and he's just going to shimmy his feet and get his feet hot and let him make a decision and cover him up. This guy's going to do the same thing. He's going outside. All right, he's going to get it settled. He's going to shimmy and get his feet hot, come to balance, and he's going to block that guy. All right, real simple. Our O-linemen up front are executing the run play. All they know is it's a run play. That's it. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Should be here's an end zone view of it, butt view of it. All right, motion. Nobody bumps. All right. This guy off the screen right here, you can barely see him. He doesn't leave. So we throw it out. We get 9 yards. Same play, same game, different drive. Again, here's our box cheater. Here's our conflict player, if you will. All right, conflict player stays tight to the box, wants to play run, so we throw the ball. Again, get 9. All right, so we can hand it off in here, but look at the numbers. All right, they got 7 guys there. We got 5 to block. It's not a good play for us. If we just called inside zone, all right, it wouldn't be a good play for us. We might get 3 if we're lucky. But this affords us the opportunity to make the defense wrong. All right, so we're tagging this with a run play. All right, so that's an example of a one-word call. If we didn't have this tagged as a one-word call, it would be the left divide, zoom, zone right bubble. That gets wordy. That's a lot to process. We just call it blend. Real simple. Another aspect of how we vary tempo is we call it play it or flip it. Okay, and it's real simple. It's this: if we say play it or echo, we've called it echo before. We're repeating the same play, same formation. Just play it again. Echo, echo, echo. Just run it again. All right. If we say flip it, we're going to flip the formation and the play direction and run it the opposite way. All right, so we just say play it or we say flip it. Real simple. So let's watch a drive here. All right, this is a 4 or 5 play drive here, where we're just calling play it and flip it, play it and flip it, play it and flip it. All right, real simple concept. All right. If you're playing fast enough, you do not have to worry about the defensive guys knowing the play. It's non-issue. Non-issue. All right. So right here we've called, we're in left oppo, and we've called inside zone. We've called zone left. Basic play. All right. We call it basic run play. It's 3rd and 2. All right. We get 8. We get 8. So what are we going to do? We can tell they're tired. We can tell they're fatigued. All right. And we're just going to holler. We're just going to, the next play. All right. The next play, what did we holler? We just said flip it. That's it. We didn't have to call anything but flip it. So the whole formation flipped. The play flipped. All right. We just hollered flip it. So now we're going to run inside zone to the left. All right. We're going to run inside zone to the left. And we bust a big play. All right. We get 12, 14, whatever it is. Okay. Again, we'll talk about this run pass stuff in a minute, but the O-line's executing the run play. Your receivers have their rules outside. Quarterback's making a decision. So in 2 plays, we've gained 25 yards-ish. I'll let you watch the end zone view of it. O-lineman executing the run play. Running back makes a good cut, strong run, finishes the play. All right. So let's go back to chasing the ball. Emphasis on finishing plays. Look at this O-lineman here running. He is chasing. He's trying to get a piece of somebody. All right. We get that done by coaching it in practice every day. These two big, that guy right there, he weighs 300 pounds. Number 70 right there. He's chasing the ball, trying to find somebody to get a piece of. All right. So, again, we line back down, play it. We're running the same exact play we ran a while ago. Play it. All right. We only get 4. Well, if we would have huddled up, we feel like with our kids, if we huddled up and ran inside zone and didn't tempo, we might have not got anything. But we got 4. Successful play for us. 4 yards on first down. Awesome. All right. Again, so 2nd and 6. What do we call? We call play it again. Just running the same exact play. Now we bust a big run, big chunk of yards. All right, we get 10. So using the play it and flip it concept, or an echo and an echo flip concept, however you want to call it, all right, is greatly beneficial. If you see something and it's been successful, just run it again. Don't be afraid to call it 4, 5, 6 times in a row. Make them stop it. And if they stop it, go to something else and come back to it. It'll work again. All right. All right. So we've been through stampede tempo, we've been through one-word calls, and we've been through play it and flip it. Now we're going to talk about fire alarm. Fire alarm is a muddle huddle for us. Okay. It's a muddle huddle. We're huddling 2 yards from the ball. All right. We're going to break it fast and get down and try to gain a numbers advantage, or a leverage advantage on the defense, and snap it quick. We want to snap it quick. Okay. So let's go through this. You're going to see some practice reps of it. Again, all right. This is how it works. Let me back up here. All right. Quarterback gets the play call from the sideline. He goes into the huddle. He calls it. He says formation and play once. After he says the formation and play once, we want the split receivers, the outside receivers, to take off and get to their position. All right. And then he's going to call it again. Once he calls it again, he breaks the huddle. Everybody scatters, turns around and gets down, snap the ball. That allows these outside guys to have a chance to get lined up. All right. We're not waiting on them to get lined up to snap the ball. So you'll see what I'm talking about here. All right. See, those 2 outside guys have left. All right. Those 2 outside guys have left. They're going to get lined up. All right. Everybody gets down, ball snap, we run a play. All right, so this is another way to incorporate a different kind of tempo into your offense to give you, to give you an advantage, increase your productivity. All right, let me back up. Here we go. So again, next play, another rep of it. Play's been called. Receivers leave. They're in a hurry to get down. They should get there about the time the linemen get there. All right, everybody gets set at the same time. Quarterback calls for the ball. We snap it and run it. Okay. Again, here's what we talked about playing with tempo. We're condensing our formation again. All right, you got to make sure you're coaching those receivers to get out to their alignment, get out to their landmark. Okay, they stack the box. Again, we got a relief. All right, they got 7 men in the box. We got 6 to block. It's not a good play for us. All right, but with run pass option ability, we can throw the ball out here and play 2-on-1 as opposed to 6-on-7. All right, we get a numbers advantage. Real simple stuff. We get some yards out of it. All right, let's look at it again. Then I'll show you some game films, some game clips of it. All right, play's been called. Play's been called. Receivers leave to go get lined up. Linemen get down at the same time. Ball's being snapped. All right, so we're huddling too deep here. All right, we got to get on this. We got to get on this center here. He should set the huddle 2 yards from the ball. All right, we want to be 2 yards from the ball. Okay, here's some game footage of it. This is the first ball game of the year. All right, we're playing North Crowley. Receivers leave the first time it's been called. They get in there, they're getting down, linemen are getting set quickly. All right, we're getting in an unbalanced formation, and we're just running tall sweep. All right, you can see the confusion that it's creating on the defense. They're not getting a line, all right, because they don't know how we're going to line up. We can line up in a multitude of different things coming out of a huddle, but it's a quick huddle. We're 2 yards from the ball, we're getting down, we're snapping it. We're not letting them get in the line. Here's a guy running over. All right, and guys shifting late. We got numbers up top. We're plus 1 or plus 2 up top on the numbers advantage. Result of it, we end up with a touchdown. Just another tool for your tool belt. All right, playing with tempo in a different way. All right, let's look at another. I'll let you watch a tight view, and we'll get another game clip. Again, we get lined down quick. All right, get lined down quick. They can't get lined up. We got extra hat over there. We score. Okay, same game, another clip. Receivers leave on the first call, get set. Everybody else lines down and get set. Call the play. All right, quarterback really doesn't make a great read, but because of tempo and confusion and fatigue, we're able to make a play on the ball when they're not. All right, it results in a 30-yard touchdown pass. Just a different way to use tempo. Incorporate it into your offense. It'll be beneficial to you. Muddle huddle at 2, break it, snap it, and let's go. Make a play. Another tempo, another way. This is our 4-minute O. All right, we call it smoke. All right, so we're kind of huddling. It looks basically the same as fire alarm, except our split receivers are not getting in the huddle. They are not going to align in the huddle. They're just going to go out there and line up. Again, this is the reason for smoke is 4-minute offense. We're trying to eat the clock up, run the game out, win it, go home. All right, we're not trying to gain an advantage on anybody. However, with that being said, by huddling these guys and doing this, we're not allowing the DC on the sideline to to call the correct defense. He's having to guess, what are we going to come out in? All right, because we could come out in too tight. We could come out in, we could come out in a multitude of things. We come out in 5 wide. He doesn't know because we're in this huddle right here. So we're letting the clock run at about 15 seconds. The quarterback's going to call the play. All right, and we're not going to be in a real hurry to get to the line. We're just going to get up there and get set, and run the play. But we're making the defense uncomfortable. All right, we're causing stress. They don't know what's coming. This guy right here, all right, the Mike backer has to make the call instead of a DC on the sideline. Stressing the defense. All right, so here's a couple practice reps of it. Again, these guys are set. They've got the formation call from the sideline and the play. They're set. They're going to get set and get ready to go. Again, we're not in a hurry. This is 4-minute offense. All right. Committing 7 to the box again. We get it out. All right. But the main focus of this is the tempo. All right. We're huddling everybody but the split receivers to not let the defense be comfortable and call the correct play. All right. We're trying to get a first down, run the clock out. Smoke tempo. Smoke tempo. All right. Not in a hurry. Make sure everybody's set. Get his pre-snap reads. All right. Running bootleg. So you can incorporate these tempos in your base offense. You don't have to. It's not a special play that you're on. It's the tempo that makes the play go. All right. Whatever you do, if you're wing T, it doesn't matter. Incorporating a variety of tempos will make the defense uncomfortable. Oh, missed it here. Let's back it up. All right. Last time, receivers are set. We're huddled. Turn around and get down. Snap the ball. Eating up clock. Trying to run the game out. Finish the game. Got a run pass option there. Ball's being thrown. This is our last part of our tempo session right here. Freeze. Everybody does it. All right. We're just freezing. We're trying to hard count them, whether it be 3rd and 2, 4th and 3. Get them to jump off sides. All right. Or we can call it on first down. All right. Make a defensive lineman stand in the stance a long time. And get the right play call. This is a way to help you get the right play call. All right, freeze tempo. So what you're going to see here, is a hard count. They're just so used to us playing fast. Now we change it up. He jumps off sides. All right, he jumps off sides. If the play is if freeze is called, these guys know if the ball is snapped, they're running verticals. We're just going to take a shot deep because it's free. It's a free play for us. All right, it's an extra 5 yards. So ball snap, we got them jump, ball snap, throw the ball deep. Doesn't make a play, but it gives us an opportunity to get a cheap one. All right. So this is how this works. All right, it's just called the play call. The signal is just freeze. So there's no play called up front. The linemen have no play, the receivers have no play, the running back has no play. It's just freeze. So everybody just standing there, stone cold. All right, they know that they don't have a play, so they can't go anywhere. All right, they know if the ball snapped, now I pass pro. All right, if he didn't jump, if he weren't jumped, then he would say easy, easy. We would check to the sideline, call the play, and just execute a regular play. Freeze tempo, allowing us to get a cheap one. All right, here's a rep of it. Here's a rep of it in a game. All right, it rained a lot this game, so film's pretty bad. But it's 4th. Look at the down and distance. It's 4th and 5. All right, it's 4th and 5. We're in no man's land. All right, so we're gonna see if we can pick up a cheap one. All right, let's see if we can pick up a cheap one. Again, we've been playing fast all night. All right, he's anticipating the snap count. We hard count him. He jumps. All right, and take a shot deep. Again, we don't make the play on the ball, but however, we just picked up a first down and continue to drive because we've conditioned that defense that we're going to play fast, so they're getting down, getting ready. Now we hard count them. All right, vary your tempo. All right, guys. The part of this lecture is about run-pass options. So every run play that we call has the ability for the ball to be thrown. All right? And what route concept is up to you, but the principle is where's the extra hat coming from? Where's that conflict player at? All right, and how we term ours to make it simple for our quarterback is our A level reads are the D line, the first level. All right, B level reads are the linebacker level or the second level reads. All right, and our C level reads are the secondary. All right, the back four. So this is the question you got to answer when you're game planning. All right. For example, if we were in 20 personnel, so we're in 2 back, 3 wide, we got six hats to block. We got 6 men to block. Where's that 7th hat coming from? All right. Is it coming from a free safety? Is it coming from an outside backer? Where is that 2nd hat coming from, and how are we going to control him? All right. Let's go. If we were in 10 personnel, we'd have 5 linemen. All right. So our 5 linemen, we have 5 to block. Where's the 6th hat coming from? All right, so that's the premise of run-pass options. Where's the extra hat coming from? All right, we call those the conflict players. Okay, in a 3-4 scheme, like I said earlier, it's the outside backers. In a 4-2-5 scheme, it's probably the free safety, or the weak safety, the boundary safety, and an outside backer, the nickel to the field. Why? Why do we RPO? All right, it is a post-snap audible. That's what we call it. It's a post-snap audible. We don't have to rely on the quarterback to actually physically check out of a run play and call a pass play. All right, it's all packaged together. We just call inside zone, and we got it built in. Okay, it should always make the defense wrong. Okay, again, neutralizing that conflict player. That's what we're focusing on here. All right, we want to take that guy and make him a non-factor in the game by reading him. All right, by not allowing him to play run and pass. All right, those guys are usually their best defensive players. All right, so we want to isolate them. We want to put them on an island. All right, we want to make them wrong. We want to stretch the field 53 wides horizontally and vertically down the field. All right, using run pass option. This allows us, again, it increases the percentage of a successful play call. All right, in a tempo system. Increases the percentage of successful play calls in a tempo system. If you're just playing fast all the time, the most important call is the next call. Okay, so you don't have the ability to always make the perfect call. Well, when you package it together with a run pass option, this allows you to be right. All right, it allows you to make a better play call more consistently. All right, and the last is we don't call quick game. All right, I rarely ever call a quick game concept. All of our quick game concepts are built into our run game. Okay, so it cuts down on our playbook. It simplifies the playbook. Okay. All right, so we're going to talk about a few practice drills that allow us to be successful with run pass options. All right, exchanges every day. The running back, the quarterback. If we have an H back, if we're working 20 personnel that day, he is involved in exchanges. All right. And this is how it works. Quarterback snaps it, reads the conflict player. All right, we either got a hand, either got a give read or a pull read. All right, we'll have a conflict player sitting out there for him to read. We'll have a receiver behind him to catch the ball. All right, and I'll show you film on that in a second. The running back's role is ball to backer. All right, so he is responsible for getting to the mesh point. Okay, he's got to get there. The quarterback is not watching the mesh. He's taking his mesh step and reading the conflict player. Okay, so the running back's rule is ball to backer. We tell him, run over the ball, get to the mesh. If you don't get the ball, find a backer to block. All right. If the quarterback gets a give read, all right, so if he gets a give read, well, I'm going to be standing on the other side. I'm going to throw him a ball anyway, so he has to flip his hips, grip the ball, and get it out quickly. All right, so he's getting a throw rep every time. Okay. Drill 2 we're going to watch here is a half line drill. Okay, so it's good on good. We do it good on good a lot here at Grapevine. Grapevine versus Grapevine. All right, and we are really repping all of our run pass tags. Okay, it is a great run pass drill, and it gives us the opportunity to work all of those aspects. The running back's working his, quarterback's working his, the O linemen are executing the run play, the receivers are working their routes. Everything happens together. We get a lot of reps because we're going back and forth. Field boundary, field boundary, field boundary. Okay? So let's watch these two practice drills, see if I can explain them. Okay, so here's exchanges. Okay, here's exchanges. We got a quarterback, a running back. Here's our conflict player. All right, here's our conflict player. That's who we're reading. Okay, and this is the receiver over here. He's just standing there to catch the ball. That's all he's doing. Okay, in a perfect world, this is our first group. Our second group's on the opposite side facing them, and they're running the same drill the other way. All right, so they're facing each other. All right, so you get a bunch of reps with a bunch of kids. Okay, ball snapped. Ball snapped. He's going to read the conflict player. All right, conflict player commits to the box. He commits to the run. So we're just going to pull the ball and throw it out there. All right, real simple. Conflict player commits to the box. Throw the ball out there. Okay. Let's watch the next rep. All right. Again, here we go. So this is why I'm standing here. The conflict player commits to the pass. So we hand the ball off. Now he's getting. It's a bad throw by me, but so the quarterback gets a give read. He hands the ball off. Ball's coming. He flips his hips, gets the ball gone. All right. So he's getting a throw rep. He's getting a throw rep with his hips every time. All right. Let's watch another rep. Again, your number two should be facing them on the opposite sides of the bags, coming this way. All right. He gets a give read. He gets a give read. So he hands the ball off. All right. I feed him a ball, so he has to flip his hips quickly, grip the ball, and get rid of it. All right. So he's getting a throw read or run read, but he's getting a throw rep every snap. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's watch it from the other side. Okay, this is called exchanges. All right. The quarterback's taking his 6-inch mesh step, and he is not responsible for the mesh. All right. If the ball is ever fumbled on this stuff, it is the running back's fault. If the ball's ever fumbled on a run pass tag, it's the running back's fault. He has to run over the ball and take it. If the ball touches his belly, he grabs it. It's the quarterback's job to pull it if he wants it. All right. Run over the mesh. Ball the backer if you don't get the ball. You get to pull read. All right. You get to throw read because the conflict players committing to the run, committing to the box. Throw it out there. Real simple drill. All right. Real simple drill. Last rep here. All right, and get to give read, feed him a ball, flip his hips, ball's out. Real simple. So, running back's working his, quarterback's working his, everything's happening together. Must flip his hips and get the ball out. Real simple, good drill. We call it exchanges. All right, now this is half line drill. Okay, half line drill. Ball's on the right hash, right? So we line up. I know it's kind of jumbled here, but there is a tackle, a guard, a center, and a backside guard with an H-back and a running back, all right? So 4 O-linemen, 2 backs, a quarterback, and 2 receivers are running the field side of the half-line drill. All right, over here we got our next O-lineman set up to the boundary with 1 receiver, okay? In a perfect world, you know, you would have another H-back, another running back, and your second string quarterback sitting there repping this side. Okay. So again, this is a 3-4 scheme. So who's the conflict player? All right. That outside backer right there. That outside backer right there. All right. So we're going to snap the ball. O-lineman's going to execute the run play. All right. And we're going to read him. Okay. Commits to the box, ball's gone. All right. They got +1 in the box, we got +1 outside. Okay? Real simple. So work it to the field, rip to the boundary, rip to the field, rip to the boundary. All right? Go to the neck, now we're working the boundary side. So now we got a left guard, a center, a right guard, right tackle, H, and our single receiver over here, working the boundary side. All right? This is an example of a 4-2-5 scheme. All right, so they're 4 down, 2 backers in the box. Weak safety in a 4-2-5 scheme, all right, is normally responsible for the hole player. I mean, to be the hole player. All right, he should rob the hole. Again, so he commits to the box. He commits to the box. They're +1. All right, so we're throwing the skinny post behind him. Again, this would be a C level read for us because we're reading the third level. All right, we're reading the secondary. Linemen are executing, and nobody, these guys don't know that the ball's being thrown. It's run to them. Right. Running power up front. Going back to the field side. Again, here's your conflict player up top, right? Here he is. 3-4 scheme, outside backer. Committing to the box. Ball gets going. All right. If we hand the ball off here, we get no yards. All right. We've got 5. In this drill, we've got 5, and they've got 6. All right, because we don't have a backside tackle. Okay, so this is a B level read, right? Because we're reading the backer. The backer is the conflict player, the second level. Again, same thing. Backer's committing hard to the box. Ball's gone outside. We turn a bad run call into a bad box into at least 5, maybe 6, 7, 8 yards. Simple concept. All right. So let's talk about this. All right. Zone, power, and counter are our 3 inside run plays. Okay. If we just call zone right, zone left, power right, power left, counter right, counter left. No tags. This is fast screen to the multiple receivers, and hitch to the single is built in. All right, it is built in. That's just what they do. They don't know any other thing. All right. So the O linemen are going to execute zone right. All right. Again, the running back's job is to get to the mesh, hitch to the single, fast screen to the doubles. All right, and we have pre and post snap reads. Okay, so this is how it works. Quarterback gets zone right. He walks up to the line, tells the O lineman zone right. He is looking number 1. All right, number 1, he is looking to the hitch. If he likes it, he takes it. Number 2, he's going to look to the multiple receivers. All right, if we got numbers over there, he takes it. If he doesn't like either one of them, then he snaps the ball and he's going to read the conflict player. Okay? If the conflict player commits to the run, he's going to throw it out there. Post snap. So you got pre-snap, post snap. Okay? So let's watch some clips on that. Maybe. Okay, here we go. So we're in a tackle over formation. All right, but the bottom line is we got trips out here. We got 3. They got 2. All right, I believe we're running power. We're running dart up front. Yep. All right, so we just called power right. Quarterback looks outside pre-snap. 2 low defenders. We got 3. Throw it out there. It's just a numbers game. All right. And we turn it into 8 yards. Power right. That's all we called. All right. Again, let's talk about screen blocking out here. Okay. Screen blocking. If the fast screen's going to the first receiver, all right, this guy's role is to replace his toes and shimmy down. All right. And find the most dangerous defender to block. This guy's going to replace his toes and shimmy down. All right. He's got the second most dangerous. Do not go attack that guy. If I go attack that guy at this angle, he's going to trigger and beat me to the ball. Okay? Real simple. Inside run play, get 8. If we could get 8 yards on the inside run play every time, we wouldn't have to call anything else. Here's the end zone view of it. All right. We're just going to run a power scheme up front. Real simple. All right. Quarterback liked it pre-snap, so he's going to flip his hips, turn the double play, get the ball gone. Do not have time to grab the laces. Catch the ball, get rid of it. Ball's got to be out. All right, he's aiming at that upfield shoulder of the receiver. All right. There we go. Here's another concept. All right. So we're in 20 personnel. We got 2 backs. All right. So we got 6 to block. Okay. Where's the 7th hat coming from? Where are they going to commit it? There he is, right there. There's the conflict player. All right. Again, we just called counter. All right. Running counter up front. Okay. Pre-snap. He saw that the whole player was tight to the conflict player was tight to the box. Okay, he's tight to the box. Corner soft. Throws the hitch. And we get 7. Okay, if he didn't like that, then he would look down here. So this is number 1 again. Second, he goes here. If he doesn't like either one of them, he snaps the ball. He's going to read the conflict player. O-linemen are just going to execute the run play. They don't know. All right. Cross my fingers, knock on wood, we haven't been called for a lineman downfield hardly ever. Okay, let's look at another clip. 20 personnel again. Okay. So this time, see what happens. All right, this time he feels like, he's looking down here first, he feels like the corner's too tight. Okay, so he's not going to throw it down there. All right, he likes the numbers to the screen up top. All right. O-line's executing the run play, get the screen out of it, bust a big play. Looks like we get 14 or 15. Okay, again, this guy's going to replace toes, right? He's going to replace toes and shimmy. All right, he's going to block the first guy that commits. Most dangerous man. Who is it? He felt like it was the corner, so he took him. All right, his head's got to be on the swivel. The quarterback, all right, there's some gray area, all right? And this is the rule I use with our quarterbacks. If I think he made the wrong decision, but we get 4, all I tell him is good job. That's it. If I feel like I would have made a different decision, but he gets 4, great job. All right. Why did you do that? That's the question you ask him when he comes sideline. Why did you throw it, or why did you hand it? Well, I felt like this. Okay, great job. But it's never immediately you should have thrown it or you should have ran it. All right. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of gray area. So if he gets 4, you tell him good job. Go to the next play. All right. Same thing again. Okay. Same thing again. Hitch is in the 1. He doesn't like it. We're running inside zone. All right. Running inside zone. Screen's tagged up top. He likes the numbers up top, so he takes it. Okay. Real simple. Again, this is not something we're calling from the sideline. It's just built in. When we call inside zone, the single knows he has a hitch. That's his rule. The doubles knows that he has screen. All right. It's just built in. I don't have to say anything. Oh, linemen are going to run inside zone. All right. Here's some game footage of it. Good. More game footage. Here we go. 3 down. 3 down. Okay. So here's your 2 guys. Okay. There's your 2 conflict players. If they were in a 4-2-5 scheme, you'd have the weak safety too. All right. He feels like this guy's committed to the box. All right. He feels like this guy's committed to the box. He feels like he's a run player. Soft corner. We make him pay by playing pitch and catch on a hitch route. We get 8. He's checking pre-snap. He likes it. He takes it. All right, we are running zone up front. Inside zone. Committing too many to the box. Throw it out there. Same game. Okay. This time All right, this time, we're trying to control this guy. All right, try to control these guys. He is tight to the box. He's committed to the run. All right. Again, we only get 4. We only get 4, so regardless of if I thought he made a bad decision or not, when we get 4, I tell him good job. Move on to the next play. 3 4-yard gains is a first down. We move the chains. All right. The receiver here does a great job. Watch the receiver right here, the slot receiver. Watch this guy. All right. He's going to replace the outside receiver's toes and just be patient. Find the most dangerous. His feet get hot. His feet get hot, and his hands get inside on contact. Thumbs up. Get your meat hooks in him. Finish the play. Got trips to the boundary. A tackle in an unbalanced formation. All right. They're not sound down here. They only got 2 low. All right. They only got 2 low, so we take it. 2nd and 2. And if he doesn't step out of bounds, he might score. Okay. 2nd and 2, we turn into 7 or 8 yards. Simple concept. Again, the O-linemen up front are just running power. That's all they're doing. Running power up front. Screen's automatically built in, we take it. All right? Last one here, I think. Same exact play, flip the opposite way. All right, so now we're running power left. Screen up top, we take it. Okay. Here's your conflict player right here. He is too tight to the box. He does not respect the run. All right. If we just had a run play called here, if we didn't have a run pass built in, if we just had a run play called, all right, they got numbers. We don't have a successful play. But run pass tag gives the quarterback a relief to get us out of a bad play. He makes the right decision, and we get positive yardage out of it. All right, so now let's go to our tags. All right, again, okay, any second level defender, all right, is a B level read for us. So we're going to tag it with a B word, so the quarterback knows where his eyes are at. All right, we tag bull. All right, it's just a stick concept for us, and you can run it out of any formation tree you want. It's good out of 2x1, 2x2, 3x1. Okay, we tag it to the front side and the back side of any inside run play. Okay, you can also tag it to the back side of an outside run play. Okay, but this is what happens. All the Y is doing, our slot receiver, so he's just going to run a 6 to 5 hitch. You're going to run 6 yards, turn around, come back downhill to 5. All right, the Z is going to run a mandatory outside release. Okay, the X's rule over here off the screen, the single receiver, he has his base rule. If I'm by myself, I run hitch. Well, his rule doesn't change. Okay, his rule does not change. Okay, the running back's going to run the run play. So if we called zone right bull, all right, we called zone right bull, he's going to run zone right. His responsibility is to run over the ball and get to the mesh point. If I don't get it, it's ball to backer. Okay, O-lineman's going to execute the run play. All right, so here it is live, okay? Here we go. So, I don't know what run play we're going to run here. Let me see. Okay, so we're running counter. Okay, we're running counter up front. All right, counter left, bull. He's got hitch. Okay, he's running his stick route. He's releasing outside. O-linemen are executing the run play. All right, we got to control this guy and that guy. Okay, they got a 6-man box. They got a 6-man box otherwise. Here's a 7th hat weak. Here's the 7th hat strong. We got to control them. Okay. So he felt like this guy was in the hole. He was playing the hitch underneath it. He didn't like it, so he looked up here. Okay. Now, if we have a tag, it takes away the pre-snap screen. Okay. So now the hitch is pre-snap, and our tag is post-snap. Okay, there's our guy. So post-snap, we're on him. Okay. He plays pass, he commits to the pass. They got 6. We got 6 to block. All right. Sorry about the camera. It's raining this game, so it's bad. It's hard to see. But we hand the ball off, makes the correct read, and we get. It looks like we get 4 or 5. All right, here we go. Now we're out. Now we're out of an empty formation. Okay. Out of an empty formation, we're going to tag it. We're going to run it up here. He's running the bull route. Okay, we got 5 to block 5, right? Here's your hat weak. Here's your hat to the strength. Here's your conflict players we got to control. What happens? All right, here's your conflict player. He is committing to the run on the snap. You know, pre-snap, I would say run the ball, right? If you just look at it pre-snap, yeah, we got it. We got 5 for 5. Let's run it. Okay, they're bringing a delayed blitz. Quarterback has a relief. He gets us out of a bad play. If quarterback tries to run the ball here, all right, if quarterback tries to run the ball, it's no gain. Plus our quarterback gets hit. All right. Get us out of a bad play. Turns into a positive gain. We end up with 5 or 6. And just a simple tag. Okay. Next concept. All right. There's an out concept. Again, you can run it out of any formation you want. All right. We tag it to both play side and back side of an inside run play. Doesn't matter. You can also tag it to the back side of an outside run play. All right. But our slot receiver here, he's going to run a 5 out. All right. We're gonna shimmy block that corner. Okay. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. We call it jungle cat. We're going to drive for 5, shimmy down, jungle cat him. All right. X's rule does not change. You can tag it to zone, power, counter. So, okay. Here it is in practice. Okay. Getting a half line rep of it. Good. All right. So here's the guy we got to control. Okay. There's our conflict player. 3-4 scheme. Outside backers is committing to the pass. So we hand the ball off. Got a hat on the hat inside. We get a positive run play. All right. Here's a game rep of it. Okay. Again. So we're running the out concept up top. Okay. This guy's going to drive off the ball and get him to soften, and then he's going to jungle cat him. All right. He's going to shimmy down, come to balance. All right. And he should delay contact. Contact should be happening after he catches the ball. Okay. Pre-snap. Pre-snap. 3-down scheme, right? Here's one conflict player, here's 2. Okay? He feels like this conflict player's committed to the run, attached to the box. Soft corner, throws the hitch. His rule does not change. We take the hitch and move on. Nothing more satisfying than taking a hitch when the defense gives it to you. It's just playing pitch and catch in the backyard. Punch, drop, throw. Ball's out. Get 6. Again, the O-linemen are executing the run play. Does not change for them. They don't even know anything's tagged. They think we're handing the ball off. Running counter up front. Okay. Same thing again. All right. Looks like the next play. So we might have called play it. Just ran the exact same play. But again, you got the out concept up top. Watch the outside receiver up here. All right. Watch him. He's going to drive. He's going to drive off the ball. Drive for 5. All right. Jungle cat, shimmy down, come to balance. He's going to delay contact and let that corner commit. Once the corner commits, then he's going to put his hands on him. All right. Okay, so the quarterback felt like number 1, all right, this guy's wide. He's in the hole. He's taking away the hitch. All right, now our eyes shift to this conflict player. All right, felt like he paused. Felt like he slowed him down. Okay, felt like he committed to the pass momentarily, so he handed it off. All right, and the result is the result of it's a first down. Okay, again, if I disagree, if we disagree on the sideline, if he gets 4, we tell him good job. All right, if he doesn't get 4, then we ask him, why did you do this? Don't rip him. All right, don't say you don't. As soon as he comes to the sideline, don't say you should have thrown it. Ask him, why did you hand it? What caused you to hand it? What did you see? Because you got to get on the same page. All right, next concept. Again, we're still on the B level, on the second level. All right, it's a levels concept. Okay, we're going to run what we call a bender by the slot receiver. We're going to run a bender right here. All right, I'll talk to you about that. We're going to run a replace route by the Z. Okay, nothing else changes. All right. His landmark on a bender is to press vertical to second level depth. Once you clear the second level, bend 2 yards inside the safety, keep running. Okay, 5 replace, real simple. Get to 5, replace the whole player. Again, you can tag it to the inside of a the play side or backside of an inside run play, or the backside of an outside run play. Okay, so we're in 10 personnel here. We're in 2x2. The Badger's coming from the field. Okay, Badger's coming from the field. Okay, so what's the base rule of the 2 receivers? What's the base rule of 2 receivers if you don't have a tag? It's screen, right? So he should be replacing toes, blocking him. He should be running fast screen. That's pre-snap. If we like it, we take it. If not, we got the Badger route right here. Get vertical, past the second level, then 2 yards inside the safety. He's running the replace route. Okay. Again, here's your conflict players. These are the 2 you got to control. Okay. Can't let them commit 7 to the run and hand it off when we only got 5 to block. Here he comes. Here comes the 6th hat. Right. Here comes the 6th hat right here. He's committing to the run. Ball gets out. We turn a bad run play, a bad call into a run play with we take the relief, throw the ball outside. We're in good shape. We get 9. All right, and all we did up front was call inside zone. Yeah, and you see the quarterback's eyes here. All right, the quarterback's eyes should be right there. He's seeing him. All right, commit to the run, ball's out. Okay, same game, same concept. Now let's look at it. All right, screen up here, same concept down here. Okay. But let's look at the conflict players. Here they are. All right, now they're starting to respect the pass. They're widening out. Okay? So he feels like no numbers up top. Doesn't feel like he has any numbers up top. He feels like this is the guy who's got to control post snap. Okay? So now they're committing how many? They're committing 5 to the run. All right, and they're dropping 6. Committing 5 to the run. We got 5 to block. We hand the ball off on 2nd and 2, and we get 4. We get a first down out of it. Okay. Same game, 3x1. Right, now we got the same concept out of a 3x1 look. Again, it's the same thing. All right. He's got to control. They got 6 right here. All right. They got 3. They got 5 and a half. All right, this is the 6th hat on the weak side. Here's the 6th hat on the strong side. We got to control them. He didn't like the hitch pre-snap because of press corner. All right, here our guy up top here is committing to the pass, dropping. So we hand the ball off. We're just running inside zone up front. Run inside zone, hand the ball off, and get 7. All right. So this affords you the opportunity, or this allows you to get in the right play call consistently, especially in a tempo system. you're just worried about getting the next play in. You're calling the next play, calling the next play. 2 by 2. Running power up front. And we got screen down here. Okay, look how wide the conflict players are. Starting to cheat out and getting away from the box. That's what we want. So we got 5 to block 5 if you look at the box. I got 3 down linemen, 2 backers in the box. We got 5 linemen in the block. Hand the ball off. Get a bunch of yards. First and 10, we gained 11 by just calling power. Okay. Last B-level concept we're going to talk about is another levels concept. Okay, you can run it out of any different formation tree as well. Same thing. Tag it to an inside run, play side, backside of an outside run. Okay, our Y here is going to run a vertical. Our slot receiver, he's a vertical. The Z still going to run the same 5 replace. All right. The X on the single on the weak side keeps the same rule. Okay, so again, this is a B level. A B level read because we're controlling the second level, the B level. Okay. Commit to the box, ball's gone. O-linemen are executing the run play. All right, here's the game rep of it. Okay. There you go. Okay, so he's got hitch. His rule doesn't change. Must control him. All right, must control him. They got 6. There's the 7th hat. 7th hat to the fields up top. He's pedaling. He's playing pass. He's pedaling and playing pass. So we hand the ball off. The result of the play is positive. 8 yards. So you can pair whatever pass concept you want to, whatever quick game concept you want to pair the run play with is up to you, based on safety leverage. You know what technique you're getting on defense. Doesn't matter. That's for you to decide. All right. Some concepts are better against quarters. Some concepts are better against cover 2. Whatever you want to pair with is your prerogative, but you must control the conflict player. O-linemen are running the run scheme. Running counter up front. Another game rep. Running inside zone. Okay, running inside zone. Look at it. Look at it. They're committing 7 right now. Okay. This guy's committing to the run almost immediately when he reads the mesh. Quarterback's going to take his 6-inch mesh step and get his eyes on, all right, catch the snap, ball, get his eyes on the backer. It's a B-level read. First or second and 10 turns into plus 15. Could have thrown the hitch down here too, right? Either one of them would have been fine. Both conflict players are committing to the run, committed to the box. Two by 2, 10 personnel. Okay. Here's your conflict players. We got 5. We can block these 5 in the box. All right, we must control him, and we must control him. There he goes. Heavy run. Could have thrown it either way, right? We had screen down here. Their rule doesn't change unless they get tagged. Multiple receivers have a screen unless you get a tag. All right. You can break a tackle, turn it into a big play. That's the first play of the game. Running back's running over the ball. Okay. Again, look at the quarterback's eyes. His eyes are not on the mesh. It's the running back's responsibility to make sure he runs over the ball to the mesh point. Quarterback's eyes are elsewhere. Ball gets out quick. Okay. On C level, all right. We got a post concept. Okay, this is a good one for a 4-2-5 scheme. It's dropping a weak safety in the hole. All right, you run a 5-step glance or bang post behind him. All right, Read the C level. Tag it to the inside run play or backside of an outside run play. Okay. Everybody keeps the multiple receivers over here on this side. They're going to keep their rule. Their rule is screen. Nothing else changes. All right. Unless they get a tag, they're running screen. X gets a tag, he's running his route. Nothing changes up inside. Here we go. Half line rep of it. Okay. This is a 4-2-5 scheme. Here's the free safety, the boundary safety in a 4-2-5 scheme. On the snap, he's dropping in the hole. All right. Pre-snap, you say, man, we should run the ball here. Yes, we do. We got a hat on the hat. But now, when the ball snapped, they're going to drop a safety in the box. Run play's no good. We got to account for him somehow. Account for him with the ball being thrown behind him. Ball's on the 25. See if we got any. And we don't. All right, ball's being thrown. The linemen were in 2 yards of the line of scrimmage, so we're legal. Here's another rep of it. Okay, perfect. 4-2-5 again. Here's the weak safety. Okay, got to control him. He stays at depth. Got a hat on a hat in the box. Bust a big run play. Running power up front. All right, let's look at some game reps. Or a game rep. Okay, free safety is right here. He is down in the box. I'm going to wait for him to clear it, throw it behind his ears. Okay? All we called was inside zone up front. That's it. Called inside zone. Made a C-level tag, because that's how we game planned it. You get a big play out of it. You get 15 yards out of inside zone just by creating a run pass tag. All right, guys. So that's the conclusion of this this clinic session. Here's my information. Be glad for you to contact me with any additional questions or any more information. Hopefully, you've gained some benefit out of this. I'd like to thank Championship Productions for allowing me to work with them and create this video. And hopefully, you've gained a few nuggets, and you'll come visit soon here at Grapevine High School. Thank you.